So today, as we said, we are going to make lentil dal. You have different kinds of lentils. Today I'm going with the red lentils. This is something that most of the people here are familiar. Red lentils. We have red lentils, yellow lentils, green lentils. So this one is red lentils without the cover. This is how the whole red lentils look like. So this is one with the cover on. Usually I cook the dal with whole red lentils, but since most of you might carry red lentils without the skin, so I thought maybe I'll just show you the one without the skin. So for this one, I'm taking 1 cup of red lentils, and I'm turning on the stove. For this dal recipes, we need like 1 onion chopped.
Just 1 second. How do you flip the camera? Yeah, they can see now. Yeah, they can see. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So for this lentil recipe, so we need 1 small onion chopped, 1 tomato chopped, and we have 1 cup of.
Can you show them closely?
Yeah. So like you have, like these are the red lentils. As I said, these are the red lentils without the skin. And let me show you the one, like how the whole red lentils look like. So this one is with the skin. Okay. Yeah. I turn on the stove and I'm just going to saute some onions. And this is just 1 small onion chop. So you just let it saute. And for this dal, I'm using, when it comes to spices, I'll be adding salt, turmeric, pepper, cumin powder, and coriander powder. So if you have this, your dal will be little bit flavorful. So to add the flavor, see if you have cumin powder in your house, or even if you have cumin, you could just blend it. And coriander. So if you have coriander seeds, you can give it a blend and make it coriander powder. And chili powder, or you can also use cayenne pepper if you have that. So I'm just sauteing the onions, and then I'm adding chopped tomatoes to it.
One small onion, right? Shobha used, and how much? 1 tomato, 1 medium tomato chopped.
Yeah. So to this, I'm adding 1 teaspoon of salt. 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric. And I just let it. When it comes to turmeric, it gets absorbed better when we have pepper in it. So I'm just going to add, so this is around 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. And here, I'm just letting it saute.
As you can see, we are not using any oil, and the stuff is not sticking.
Yes.
Yeah. So typically, like when you have these dals in restaurants, people use a lot of oil or ghee or butter But the thing is, we can make tasty, delicious dal without using any oil or butter or ghee.
Now to this, I'm just adding the lentils. And give it a good stir. So this is something that you can also make it in the Instant Pot. So you can turn on the saute mode in the Instant Pot, just saute the onions, tomato, add the lentils, add water, and turn on the Instant Pot for 5 minutes, and your dal will be ready. So, and these lentils are quick to cook on the stove top as well. So if you don't have Instant Pot, I just wanted to show you like how you can make it on the stove top. So here, and then I'm just going to add some hot water.
So that was 1 cup of lentils, right, Shobha?
Yeah.
How much water you're adding?
So I'll add around 2 cups of water.
Okay. So it'll take about 2 to 2.5 cups of water. What type of lentils do you guys use when you cook? Let us know. Like there are so many different kinds of lentils. What do you have any experience with lentils? Do you use red lentils, yellow lentils, brown lentils, green lentils? What do you use typically? So Shobha is adding some hot water to mainly decrease the cooking time. You could just use a regular water as well.
So as you can see, I'm adding 2 cups of water.
Charlotte is saying she uses brown lentils in shepherd's pie. Yeah. We had a shepherd's pie who, like at the potluck recently. Yeah, Colleen, one of the Giftofhealth family members, she made that lentil shepherd's pie, and it was so good, so delicious.
Okay, so I will just let it cook for 5 minutes. To this, we can add some spices. We can add cumin powder, coriander powder. So I'm just going to add some. So this is 1 teaspoon of coriander powder. And 1 teaspoon of cumin powder.
Heather is saying she tried the red lentils and yellow lentils. She likes the taste of red lentils, but she wants to experiment more. Vanessa is saying she likes the brown and green lentils. Yeah.
So this is, I know every one of us have our taste bud adjusted to the spiciness. If you don't like too hot, you can temper down the chili powder. I usually add around 1 teaspoon or half teaspoon. So I'm just adding like half teaspoon of chili powder. But if you want to decrease this, you can either add half teaspoon or 1/4 teaspoon based on your taste preference. So I'm just giving it a stir, and I'm just going to cover and leave it for 5 minutes for it to cook. Meanwhile, we can address any questions. Okay. Okay, so Vanessa is saying I like the brown and green lentils. Yep. Okay, so while the lentil is cooking, we can answer some questions.
You guys know that lentils are one of the most nutritious foods on the planet.
Yes.
Lentils are so powerful. Like they're a very rich source of protein, fiber, lot of micronutrients, iron. Many people, especially in the Western world, um, like in US and Canada, in Newfoundland, like people don't eat much lentils. They're not. Many people are not even familiar. They've never tried lentils, but lentils are not only nutritious, but you can also make so many tasty dishes with it. Um, and they're so easy to cook compared to the beans, like different kinds of beans. Lentils are so easy to cook.
Yeah. So Vanessa is asking how long would it take to cook if we are using whole red lentils. Whole red lentils take a little bit longer time than the one without the skin. Um, like you can add extra 5 to 10 minutes, like if you're using whole red lentils. The other thing is, if you're using whole red lentils, it's a good idea to cook in the instant pot if you want it to be quick. So on the stove top, it might take 10 minutes. I mean, for the whole thing to cook and the dish to be ready.
It might take even more, right? More than 10 minutes over the stove top.
Yeah, over the stove top.
15, 20 minutes because they have the covering, right?
What I'm saying is it would just take 10 minutes for it to cook. I mean, for the whole red lentils to be cooked. Yeah. So Heather is saying, I'm wondering about vitamin D. Are they adequate food sources? It says, I think you have your camera turned off.
Okay, are you not able to see us? I thought like I changed the pin.
No,
yeah, this is the one that is being live. Yeah, I can see you, no video. What does that mean?
Okay, so maybe turn on that one.
Yeah, but like I pinned that one.
Yeah.
No camera.
Okay.
Zoom low.
Yeah, I know you pinned this one,
Yeah,
but like turn that off.
But if this is pinned, then this shouldn't matter, right? Okay. What do you see now? Do you
see the kitchen camera or do you see us? Okay, let us know.
అది పిన్ తీసేసాను నేను ఇది ఇంకా ఇందులోనే చేద్దాం మనం. I don't know what's happening.
Okay.
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 Sorry, folks. When we're trying to do this thing in the kitchen, we are having some tech issues. We have our laptop and cell phone. We have done it several times. We thought we figured it out, but we are using a new laptop. So sorry about that. Anyway, like you can hear us now and you can see us now. Awesome. Okay.
Okay.
So Heather is asking about vitamin D.
So the thing about vitamin D is vitamin D is a biochemical that is mainly made by our skin when it is exposed to the sunlight. So it's there are many steps to how the vitamin D is formed in our body. The first step is like a formation of this substance called cholecalciferol that is formed in the skin when the sunlight is exposed. After that, for it to get further activated, there is a biochemical reaction that happens in the liver and another biochemical reaction that happens in the kidneys. So then you have the activated form of vitamin D. So as many of you know, vitamin D helps in the absorption of calcium. It helps in the many functions, actually. It helps with the immune system. It helps in the keeping the bone strong. The thing about vitamin D, trying to get the vitamin D from the food, yes, you can get it from the food. Like there are a lot of plant-based milks these days, which are fortified. For example, we use this silk soy milk, and yeah, I think the silk soy milk. Like let's look at this. We can look. We happen to have. So you can see it's yeah, a cup of a cup of soy milk has about 10% of daily requirement. Yeah, daily requirement of the vitamin D. We'll come back to the vitamin D thing, but you can see what's happening here.
Yeah, so you can see like the lentils have cooked. So one thing is to make this dish little bit creamy. What I do is I add little bit of soy milk. So I'm just going to add little bit of soy milk to this. It gives a nice creamy taste.
So we are using unsweetened soy milk. Yeah, you can use unsweetened almond milk if you're used to using almond milk, but it's going to be less creamier than the soy milk.
So I'm adding half cup of soy milk.
So that's half a cup of soy milk. This goes very well with some cooked brown rice, or if you like to make some Indian style tortillas called rotis, it goes well with that as well. Or quinoa, like if you have cooked quinoa. We have cooked quinoa, right, Shobha? So we can have it with some cooked quinoa.
Okay, so you can see, so this dal is almost done. For people who are used to do tempering, especially like if you want, in Indian dishes, we do a lot of tempering. So we can add a little bit of curry leaves, coriander to bring out that extra flavor and do the tempering. But if you're not used to do tempering, that's fine too. You could just have this dal as it is.
It looks so good and it smells so good. Yeah.
The other thing is like we can add some ginger garlic to bring out the flavor. So I'm just going to add some garlic.
So Heidi Bradbury is asking, could I use oat milk as well? Yeah, you can use oat milk, but only caution about the oat milk is most of the oat milks that are bought in the store actually have oil. Like many oat milks have oil in them. So that's something you want to watch out for. Yeah, we are making red lentil dal. No, Shobha is adding, let's see, some ginger and garlic. Sometimes you add it in the beginning, right, Shobha?
Yeah.
This is anger management. So I'm going to mute the sound for a second. Beating the garlic and ginger relieves some stress as well. People are saying LOL.
Okay, so dal is done, and I'm turning off the stove.
So from start to finish, like this is something that you can put together in less than 10 minutes. Would you say, Shobha? Yeah. Good, good.
You want to taste it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I let it cool down a little bit. Then I'll taste it. I like to taste it when it is a little bit. It's not when it's too hot. Sometimes it burns the mouth. Yeah. So we let it cool down for a few minutes, and then we'll let you know. Meanwhile, let the questions keep the questions coming. So there is a question. Rooftop is asking, what could be the causes of unexplained bruises on extremities? Nothing too bad, but a few here and there. Well, there could be many causes of bruising, easy bruising. Like if it is happening a lot and if it is bothersome, you should get blood work done. Sometimes when your blood count of especially like platelets are low, you can get bruising easily. Or if there is something going on with your coagulation system, that's a system in us which helps with clotting of the blood. So even then, you can have easy bruising. Sometimes it may be minor thing. So just see your family doctor and get discuss the issue with your family doctor and get blood work done to check your hemoglobin and platelets. Let's see, and also check your coagulation system. They can do simple blood tests to give an idea of how this clotting system and basic blood work is. Good, good. Excellent. So what do you guys?
So I know, like in the beginning, we were talking about the benefits of lentils. So can you guess which food group has the highest amount of fiber? Any guesses? Which food group has highest amount of fiber?
Is it the chicken, or is it the eggs, or is it the beans, or fruits, vegetables,
whole grains?
So which food group has the highest amount of?
Beans. Okay. Rooftop got it. Yes. Beans are the food group which has highest amount of fiber. And that's why it's so beneficial to incorporate beans in our daily foods, because, yeah. Okay. Oh, no, it's again, like, why is it showing this one? So are people seeing us, or?
Yeah, they're seeing you.
So can. Okay. So like what you would notice is when we incorporate lentils, either lentils or beans, one is we get lots of fiber. And why do we need fiber? Because most of the nutrients or our gut bacteria is the one that actually helps us it's back to us.
Just 1 second, folks.
Sorry for this, just a second.
Okay. Can you see us okay now? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, so one is lentils feed our gut bacteria. And when our gut bacteria are fed, those are the ones that actually release the vital nutrients that boost up our immunity, that helps us, our body function, prevents us from colon cancer. So it's very vital that we feed our gut bacteria, because our health completely depends upon the gut bacteria or the type of gut bacteria that we carry. And when we feed lentils, our body is inhabited by beneficial bacteria. So that is one thing. And we have other question. Okay, can we get the same benefit with canned beans or lentils? Wherever possible, it's better to use lentils or beans. Like if we can cook our own beans, that is best. And as you could see, lentils, they don't take much time. So with red lentils, it was so fast. So you can just buy the regular lentils and cook it instead of buying canned lentils. But when it comes to beans, I know as convenience, we sometimes we like to buy the canned beans. If you're buying canned beans, make sure you're buying one without the salt added. So there is Eden brand of canned beans, where they use actually seaweed as a natural preservative instead of using salt. So that brand is better. Like if you're going for canned beans, if you're using that occasionally, it's fine. I know, like whenever you're in rush, you can go for canned beans, but it's always better to make your own beans, and it doesn't take much time. So if you have an instant pot, you can throw in the beans, cook them. You can batch cook them in bulk. And like what you would notice is you can definitely put it in your fridge, save those beans, and like you can use it for the week. So Geraldine is saying, I always wash my canned beans. Is that okay? Yes, definitely. So that's a good idea. Like
Yeah, that will wash off some of the salt, that will
Mhm.
wash off some of the preservatives. So canned beans are okay every now and then, but if you get into the habit of cooking your own beans, it doesn't take too long.
Too long.
Geraldine, I don't know whether you have Instant Pot. If you have Instant Pot, uh, if you don't have it for Christmas,
Yes.
give yourself a gift of getting an
Yeah.
Instant Pot.
Yeah.
They, almost always they go on sale, either at Canadian Tire or Walmart. Pick up an Instant Pot, throw whatever the beans that you want, like so you have an Instant Pot.
Yes.
So if you have an Instant Pot, like cooking chickpeas, kidney beans, black beans, there it's so easy. All you have to do is just soak I mean, if you want, you can soak the beans for about 8 to 10 hours. Take the beans out, 1 or 2 cups, and soak them. And then in the Instant Pot, they're done in like 15-20 minutes.
Mhm.
If you forgot to soak the beans, that's fine. Like I cooked chickpeas like last week 2 or 3 times. And both times I just put directly in the Instant Pot, add some water, and in 30 to 45 minutes, the chickpeas were done. And the thing about that is also, when you cook your own beans, you can adjust you can cook to the level of texture that you want. So if you like texture that is nice and firm, you can adjust it. If you want it to be too soft, you could do that. So Dr. Gregor calls it the BYOB, boil your own beans.
So Geraldine saying Santa said no, but anyhow, you have the Instant Pot, so you can definitely make use of that. And yeah, Vanessa is saying beans come out nice in the Instant Pot. Yeah, not mushy. So yes, you're right. And Heather is saying, I too cook several meals worth of beans each week and either refrigerate or freeze them for use. Yes.
Excellent. Good,
That's,
good. Yeah.
that's definitely a good idea. Yeah.
Charlotte is asking, when are we having another potluck in St.
St.
John's?
John's. Yeah.
We don't know, Charlotte. But the thing is, there are Giftofhealth family members in St. John's, and they were thinking about having one potluck in the near future. So we will keep you in mind.
Yeah.
And if that happens, we'll probably share it in the Giftofhealth Total Wellness group.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rooftop is asking question regarding autoimmune conditions. Is it possible to stay in lifelong remission through whole food plant-based diet and lifestyle, or not always?
So what remission, like what
So-
condition are you talking about?
Whatever autoimmune condition is, the thing is, it is possible to stay in remission. Sometimes it can come back as well. So there is nothing like always. The thing is, when you do the right things, when you feed your body the right kind of foods, eating lots of whole grains, beans, especially lots of vegetables and greens, taking omega-3s like flax seeds, chia seeds, lots of greens. When you do that, Dr. Brooke Goldner, she's been able to help thousands of people with autoimmune diseases. Like, she wrote these books called Goodbye Autoimmune. And also part of it is your lifestyle as well, like exercising regularly and managing your stress in healthy ways. It's also, they have to go hand in hand, because you could be eating plant-based foods well, but if you're not managing your stress well, stress itself can increase inflammation in your body. So lifestyle and food can keep these things in remission, but you cannot say, will they be always in remission? There is a higher likelihood they will be in remission. Good.
Okay.
So let's take, should you want to,
Yeah.
taste it?
You want to
Yeah.
taste?
Yeah. So while we are doing this, and this is what our little cute Loki is doing. Loki, say hi.
It smells so good.
Say hi, Loki. He likes to join the lives. Good. Okay, so should I?
Yeah.
Oh, you okay? It smells so good. It's quite delicious. It's very good, Shobha. So yummy. You saw how quick it was. I think you put the ginger in the end, right? Like, so there is more kick to it. Usually when you put ginger and garlic in the beginning, it gets cooked more. But when you put it at the end, it is more stronger. It's good. Like, it tastes good.
I've been eating lots of sprouted seeds, alpha sprouted salad mix one, and sprouted mung beans, nutrient dense, lots of nutrition to heal and repair our bodies. Only 3 days from seed to sprouts.
Yeah, that's like eating sprouts are eating sprouts. They are very helpful, and they boost your immunity and increase your ability to fight the autoimmune diseases. So definitely including sprouts and microgreens is very beneficial. Look, this guy settled down in Shobha's lap. Loki. What are you doing? Yeah. Yeah. So there is another question here. What can I do for large red blood cells due to previous low B12? Well, if the issue is like low B12, then you should definitely follow up with your family doctor and make sure you're getting B12 replacement. And if the B12 is being replaced and it is being followed by your family doctor, and it is in a decent level, then I wouldn't worry too much about it.
So, okay, yeah, Dennis is saying we are growing microgreens and waiting for them to be ready to eat. Yes, growing microgreens is fun, and I'm glad you are doing it and enjoying it. Yeah, microgreens is the most delicious and nutritious food you can have. They're easy to grow and so nice to have. Yes.
Good folks, like we all we wish you all a nice Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. While you're enjoying your family time during these holidays, be mindful and be extra careful about your food choices, because we have seen a lot of people tend to gain weight during holidays, 10 to 15 pounds on average. And you can go through it without doing that. A lot of people also get gallbladder attacks and bowel obstructions and heart attacks, especially during these holiday seasons with all the heavy holiday meals. So just being mindful and cautious about what you eat is going to help you to enjoy your holidays without sabotaging yourself.
Few things that you can do to avoid this is like making dishes, making recipes. I mean, like you can plantify your favorites. So no matter whatever holiday meals, whatever your favorite cultural food is, you can definitely plantify. And at Gift of Health, the website, we have recipes where you can plantify your favorite foods. So it doesn't matter whether you're making jigs dinner or whether you're making meat-based dishes or whether you're making desserts. We have recipes for all of them on a Gift of Health website. So definitely you can go there. And we also have a holiday meal recipe post on our website where you can get ideas like how to plantify your holiday meals. And there are lots of desserts where you can make it with less saturated fat, where you don't have to deal with cholesterol or saturated fat. So, or whether you're making Christmas cookies or no bake Christmas bars. So, we have recipes for that on our website. So, you can definitely try those recipes and also serve it to your guests. So, one thing, what would help is plantifying your favorites. The other thing is, let's say if you're going for parties or this is the time of the year, a lot of Christmas parties are hosted. Uh, so let's say if you're going out, you can call them beforehand. If they're hosted in restaurants, you can call the chef beforehand and ask for what you want. We also go for a lot of Christmas parties and we tell them beforehand. We tell how we want our plant-based meals. Even a hospital hosts a lot of Christmas parties. So we call the motel or the restaurant and tell the chef, can you please prepare like you can stir fry vegetables and just put it on a bed of rice or bed of grain. You can so there are a lot of things that you can do. So don't be under the impression that, okay, oh, for holidays, I cannot do much. You can definitely take control of your health. You can definitely ask what you want and get what you want. So be safe for the holidays. And I know with the winter coming, with the snow coming, so we wish you safe and happy holidays and healthy holidays. Lucky, you can just
You can't block the camera, look. Come on. You gotta come out of that. Okay. Well,
yeah.
Hope you enjoyed that session.
There was one quick question from Rooftop. So he was asking,
Yeah, is it okay to take weekly doses of vitamin D and B12 instead of daily? Yeah, that's fine.
Yes.
Yeah, B12 you can take weekly. Vitamin D, again, only I would suggest take it if your levels are low or if it is something that is prescribed by your family doctor. We don't recommend taking vitamin D regularly unless your levels are low. Yeah, that is something you can get checked and be on it only when you need to be. Hope that clarifies. Enjoy, everyone. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you, Rooftop. Thank you, Geraldine. Thanks for joining. Hi. Bye, Heather.
So
Yeah, enjoy. Thanks for all